What? Yo!
Are we right at 48,000?
How do you wake up strong? I don't know. I just
God,
woke up and I got muscles.
Well, no, that's the level.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you're
it.
We're right at 40.
Okay, so it's exactly 48,000.
We're right at 48,000, baby.
Sweet.
We literally took a nap and we woke up buff.
Yeah,
Hey,
really.
let's do that more often. No, let's not.
So,
What was that?
My knuckles just get popped out
Oh.
of place at times, and I've tried to pop it back in. That's
Crissy,
fine.
while on the cliffside of this
What happened
of
to
this
Rika?
crater, you awaken from your sleeping bag, screaming,
I mean, I can't scream, so.
inconsolable, waking the rest of the party.
What's going on?
What happened? What happened? What
What?
happened?
Crissy?
You can speak, but you can just, if there's anything you want to scream, say, or anything that's...
Like, scream say?
Like, is there anything you're saying as you're screaming? Or
Or
you're just,
you
are you
want-
just screaming uncontrollably?
I mean, do I remember everything, or?
You remember everything vividly.
Okay.
As the
I mean,
rest of
because you know, sometimes people wake up and they
Yeah.
scream, but they kind of don't remember afterward.
Right.
I'm asking.
Did you forget the dream? Or
Yeah,
did you-
do I know why I'm upset?
Yeah.
I think she'd be in a panic. So she's probably crying, really upset, trying to
Make sure okay.
people are there.
Now, for the rest of you, as she's also basically screaming you all awake, you have no idea what's going on or why she's screaming.
Right.
You remember having kind of like this
A
really
weird
fucked
dream.
up dream,
Yeah.
but you remember absolutely nothing.
What's going on, Crissy?
happened? What
Crissy, Crissy, what's going on?
Am I like inconsolable, or how
you
is?
have no
Crissy.
idea. So just
I don't. What do you mean? I don't have an idea. What?
like
You have no idea that the rest
How
of
is Crissy feeling? Like what's going on?
You're feeling panicked. You're feeling angry. You're feeling saddened. You're feeling like disheartened.
But you say like I'm crying. Am I like inconsolable?
Yeah.
Or, okay, that's what I'm asking.
And as you all start to kind of call out to her, her voice becomes so loud, you would think that she casts thaumaturgy on herself, and it reverberates throughout the whole of this cavern, just amplifying. The water inside of this crater starts to reverberate.
Calm emotions.
I was just, you beat me to it, yeah.
And you all run up, and you can kind of you look at her, and her eyes are flashing from a bright golden yellow back to her normal color, bright golden yellow, just in and out. And she's looking around at you all, and she's starting to like kind of keep herself, but her eyes just keep flaring that golden yellow. Crissy, it's your currently your
That's a new trick.
Well,
you
okay. Do you?
Am I calm?
Here's the
currently,
thing.
but you're still hyperventilating. You can't really contain yourself to a point, but the calm emotions is basically keeping you from.
Yeah.
That's if you want to. If you don't want to fight it.
Yeah.
You could also just not fight.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
Is she
you
in
can
a
talk,
state
but
to talk?
It's not. You try to express what you're saying, but it comes out as just raw emotion. So you're just cry or scream, but you can't actually form words.
Even
Words
under
are
calm
hard.
emotions?
Yeah.
Words are hard.
I thought I was supposed to calm your emotions.
I mean, if you succeed on a throw, it helps, but it doesn't like.
Succeed on the throw.
You have to make a charisma saving throw.
Isn't that to
You
fight
can,
it?
You can choose to fail it if you want.
I would say go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
It is your choice whether you want to accept it or you want to fight it.
I'm confused. What am I rolling for?
So she's trying to calm
To see
your
if it
emotions.
actually helped.
To see if the calm
your
emotions takes, or if you're too inconsolable to even have the calm emotions.
Because sometimes you could just instinctively fight against something without realizing you're fighting.
Okay, am I trying to roll high or low?
You're trying to roll high.
If you want to
I
succeed
rolled
on
a 2.
Oh no.
it. Okay, then it takes.
So, is that good or bad? I'm so confused
Basically-
You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. So for about a minute.
For a minute, you are not frightened right now.
Still very, very sad.
But you're not inconsolable.
You can form words probably now at this point. point.
For the next minute, you can form words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm sure you were just dreaming about paperwork. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not okay.
It's okay.
And
It's not.
what happened?
There was something. It was talking to me, and you guys were there. It was wanting to make me pay for something, and it.
Late on the library, do?
No. You all died. I couldn't do anything. There were people that have died. Your family, soldiers. Sarah. I couldn't do anything, and it was only taunting me.
Making you pay. What was it trying to say you were doing?
It wouldn't tell me. I even begged down on my knees for it to stop, and it would not. It merely laughed. And apparently thinks I've done something to it that warranted killing all of you. And I don't think this is the end.
And you... I mean, yeah, you run headfirst into danger, but you do it to protect people. How have you done anything wrong?
It says that everybody that I come across will die, that I can't protect anyone, and that all of the deaths that have come are because of my ignorance and my doing.
So in this moment, you're flashed with the image. The last thing you saw of Suya's own father is piercing through the heart as it laughs.
You died by zombies, both of you. I could only save you. Only your body. And you were killed by your own father.
I mean, you did want to beat me since I wasn't wanting to listen to him, so that's a valid dream. It's okay. Whoa.
Oh no!
You're so upset you lost a tooth! Oh no! Fucking rip!
It's okay. Where did it go?
This is becoming human. Oh shit.
Oh, shit, the curse is fading.
All because of the
found it?
dream. Do we need a flashlight?
No, I got
She found it.
And you!
You took out my
Yeah, she
tooth!
said me already.
You took out my tooth! Bruh!
Wasn't very positive, to be honest.
Oh.
It was a dream. Why are you beating me up over a dream?
It was more than that.
only a dream.
You sent me off with Alpha!
Yeah.
That sounds right.
What do you mean yes?
That
Sounds-
tracks.
sounds-
How
about
could
right.
you put that burden on me?
Tis no
You're-
burden. You can bring back life. It makes sense.
Not without a body!
Okay, well, I believe in you.
Ever the idiot.
But the thing is, though...
But we're okay now. It's fine.
But will you be later?
Who knows? But this is why we gotta stick together.
This being is sitting here and telling you that all you do is make people die, but if anything, you're the one that's died more than any of us. You mentioned Sarah. Her dad was killed by slavers. There were already slavers in the area.
They blamed me for it. They said I led them to there.
It's easy to assign blame after something's already happened.
And it's also something that this entity needs to know is if you weren't there, Sarah would be a slave to someone at this point.
And Sarah's alive.
She would not be safe. She would not have a place to go. You saw how she looked at you when you looked at the ethereal glass.
Even your own mother blamed me.
Right, maybe it's just all the stress and everything overwhelming. But it's okay.
Well, I for one can tell you that when the drow brought my mom back, even after that whole situation happened, she said she didn't blame you for anything. She's like, I understand why your friend is reacting the way it is. This feels unnatural. I heard it with her own words. She did not blame you. She did not blame you for your reaction. She did not blame you for holding her back from me. She even sat there and said, this doesn't seem natural. We paused everything together. Your reaction was warranted and justified. You didn't do anything wrong. It was a confusing time. I get it. But she never blamed you. If anything, I'm the one that felt like the fuck up for allowing myself to be that mentally vulnerable. You were just looking out for me. And that's the thing I'm not understanding is it's saying that that everyone around you dies, but I don't think this being understands everything that you continually give, not just for us, but everyone. Look at what you've done for that city. Even though they haven't appreciated you, you brought back their memories, their lives. You helped cleanse with Amaryllis here the ability to. You cleansed it of all those undead. Look at what you all did after when the ship got boarded by all the undead. Look at how you brought back one of your captains who you had no reason to. You brought back the woman that I slept with when we got attacked by crimsons. These are all just more recent examples of the selflessness that you do. Let's go all the way back to Doth. All the way back on our way to the City of Rivers. When we first met you, you stepped in and put your life on the line when we were in a dire circumstance.
Anyways, at this point, you remember the very first image you saw of those things devouring a pile of children, sucking out their intestines like they were spaghetti.
You lied to that group and said you were me, and you died in my place. You are the reason Sarah has a home now.
You're the reason why Suya even knows to look for any form of family.
But it was his family relied.
You know better of all the good things you've done. We all know. You're gonna let this thing taunt you? Of course it knows the good things you do. It's trying to get under your skin, it sounds like.
And even if those deaths were not my doing, I did nothing to stop them.
You're probably gonna let that thing get the better of you? That's not the Crissy I know.
And if I can not save you guys?
As clerics, we can only do what we can. But we have to remember we can't save everybody. I couldn't save everybody.
What's important that we're here for each other?
But shouldn't we be able to save those around us?
And
you can try.
We can do what we can.
You can do
what
Sometimes
you have.
it's just not enough.
Crissy, I understand.
Whole village burned, and what? Maybe it was I who led them there. We were just there.
Doubt it, because we were there to, save the kingdom from
Yes.
the Vecna subordinates.
We also...
So it could have been much... Yes, it's tragic. But it could have been much worse.
And also, those lizard folk have tormented that area for so long. Listen, I understand crippling doubt and the horrible anxiety that comes with not feeling like you've done enough. But all I can say is, every time I've broken to my limit being around all of you, you've always been the first person to say you're better than your doubt. And so I'm going to turn that around to you. I know you're better than your doubt. You don't give yourself enough credit. You've done so much for so many people. There's a reason why, when I was in the Crimsons, there were talks of us wishing that royalty was like the Beholden's, and you've upstood every last thing that your family's legacy has had. And no, it doesn't come without a price. It sucks. It fucking sucks, trust me. And the crippling anxiety and doubt is going to hurt, but that's why we're here. Because when I'm down, you guys pick me up. So when you're down, we'll pick you up too.
More than anything, the selfishness I feel to protect the three of you is overwhelming, and I don't know what I would do if I can't save you. I won't let that happen again.
Before I came to Mishiko, I followed her out. I was like a field medic. I couldn't heal anybody. The most I could do was maybe fix a bone or put a patch on a wound. There was a village that we came to that was wrecked with disease, and all I could do was watch them die. I couldn't do anything. Is that my fault?
And you the power, the responsibilities
But I
that I
didn't.
hold.
But I didn't. And that guilt stays with me. No matter what. I did what I could with the knowledge I had. But people still died. Could I have done anything? Because if you say that's not my fault, this isn't your fault either. You're doing what you can. We can't save everyone. We want to, but we can't. We just have to do what we can with what we are able to do.
And even if things fall apart, the times you've been with us, you've always tried. Things don't go always the way that we want them to, but you've at least tried. You want to talk about hopelessness, standing there, 13, 14, 15, watching your mother deteriorate from a crippling disease and feeling like that you're the one that's supposed to be handling everything. I know logically that wasn't the case. Logically that wasn't the case at all. And losing the foundation that kept me grounded and fucking off for 10 years and ruining everything that I had. I had a whole village that was ready to take care of me, friends, loved ones, people that called me family, and I fucked off to chase a rumor. All because I was hurt that the one person that I fucking cared about was ripped from me.
So at this point, that little Suna comes up, just kind of like, the old wet dog.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I think Surya over here definitely deals with... Look what he's trying to do with the loss of his family.
I move on.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I can do.
Exactly.
And keep the ones close even closer.
And you don't blame me for that at all.
Why would I blame you?
I was there.
And I was there too.
You stood there powerless. There was nothing you could do. You showed up and everything was already on fire.
How do you
Like
think I
if-
feel with my uncle telling me to run? I should have stayed back at FOD, right? But I knew he knew that I wasn't ready. I knew I had to do more than just give up my life here. Sometimes you have to retreat.
And had I looked for those signs that your uncle was giving, and I had stayed longer,
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in time.
It's always easier to see what we should have done when it's already happened.
Hindsight's a blessing and a curse.
The best thing we do is live and learn.
Exactly.
Just live and learn from any mistakes that we come across.
None of this was your fault. None of this. And I know you and I have had our spats at times. But in recent time, it has been really eye-opening just remembering that you could have left at any point in time and you've stayed. You're one of the few people who has sat here, this whole group, but you have been one of the few people that have been like, there's still something good in there. And it's a long journey. But each day gets a tiny bit better, right? Maybe you can start to believe that. You're very important here, Crissy. You've got Surya by your side here, you've got Amaryllis and I by your side here, you've got the big dog over here.
She looks at you.
You saved Sarah. You got her. Not just Sarah, but all of those girls. All of those animals. They were going to be sold to have various disgusting things done.
But despite that, I'm a selfish person. To be honest, I'd give up king and country just to keep you safe.
It's normal to be selfish when you think we're not selfish on our own way. We're human after all. Well, you know.
How long was that?
Just a minute, it would have already faded.
We're just mortals after all.
Right.
We're not demigods. And even then, they try to toy with us. But you know what I say? I say fuck that. We forge our own path.
I think Pihoma would have words with this entity as well.
And this is at that point flickering like a candle. Subsides.
I get my claw and I cut my hand. I swear on the name of Yolan, I will not let any of you die. Even if it costs my life, even if it takes my last breath, I will protect you.
Not happening. Sorry.
I think we're just too stubborn to die, but if
That's
we're in a
not
dire
gonna-
situation, we have each other's back.
Yes.
Even unknowing.
You want to protect us, but we're also going to protect you, even if that costs us our lives.
Certainly gives you another people.
Ren, can I borrow one of your daggers?
Yeah. Here you go.
She's gonna prick her finger. My family name may not mean much, but I'm here too. I'll do what I can.
I trust you.
It's a dagger.
Takes the dagger. And just kind of lightly presses his hand against it. Just enough to get just a slight cut. The one thing I learned from the Crimsons, that was one of the only positive things that I learned. And probably something I learned even better from my home. Is that saying of blood is thicker than the water of the womb. I don't have my blood family anymore, but family takes care of one another, and I swear till my dying breath that I will be there for you as well.
I believe in
Just as you believed in me.
you. But please, do not be stubborn.
Same goes for you. You know that's not going to happen.
You are my citizens, and I must protect you. And more than that, you're my family.
Of course.
God, family means...
Don't say it.
Don't
do it!
fucking dare.
Oh! You notice a visage behind Ren is a minor illusion of these bold men going family.
No,
No, I'm kidding. That's not family.
We're not making that canon.
No, that is not canon. That is just Greg.
It'll be a side spin-off.
But family means nobody gets left behind.
Of course. But we're right here, all of us. Not just for you, but for all of you.
Alas, we should be on our quest.
Right.
Perhaps a change of pace will help settle the wreckage.
How about we
We
piss off a
wanna-
drow lady by stealing the book?
Do we want to try getting a little more sleep?
I mean,
I would say
I
it's
don't know how possible
You're
it
all
is.
rested.
so we hit the full rest, but we're just emotionally. She's emotionally exhausted. Yeah.
I don't think that I can go back to sleep after that.
No.
then onward we go.
Soon enough.
After breakfast.
Right.
I was gonna say, what time is it right now?
It's like morning,
like
right?
8 a.m.
Like
Okay,
in the
that's
morning,
fair.
After breakfast.
I'm just snuggling with Suna.
Suna needs a bath.
I don't mind right now.
Ren, do you want to prestidigitation?
I was just about to say, I noticed the like, but then like the muzzle and just pat Suna, and it smells like fresh fur.
Like clean dog,
Like
basically.
Clean dog.
Like after you clean your dog with like the fancy shampoo.
But right before it goes and
But right
finds
before
a mud
it-
patch and gets dirty
Yeah,
again.
right before it gets dirty again.
Woof.
So,
Whoop.
a quick visit to the woods brings back a few hares and some seasoning. You guys, a nice little meaty breakfast of
Nice.
game
Right.
before you head off. Now, the journey is a bit of a somber feel to it. You try and lighten the mood with a joke here or there. Birds sing.
Dumb song here and there from Ren.
Hmm?
The dumb song from Ren here and there. The really shitty, stereotypical Dwarven tavern songs
It's
that they would
Wonderwall,
laugh
isn't
at. Yeah, it's totally Wonderwall. You know, like the stereotypical, like, Dwarven fucking tavern songs that we've heard on the road.
On the road again.
Yeah. I think at one point, Take Me Home Country Road just to shit those.
Take me.
Come on, don't ruin that.
You guys travel for a few miles, just turns into a few more, and as you look out on the horizon, you notice an odd shape. While you're
Into
used
the horizon.
What's that?
We look into the horizon.
Yeah.
It's mountainous, but also not mountainous.
Huh.
Like almost a wall, but
It's full of wonder.
as you come closer and closer on your travels, you see
One of the
more
many
and more
wonders.
that this isn't no man-made or
Wonder wall.
otherwise structure, but constant jetting of enormous size of stone pillars, turned wall after wall. And as again you come closer to these obelisks, you realize that, in lack of a better term, this is a forest of stone,
Wow.
where would-be tree are jetting walls of solid stone.
We're getting stoned tonight.
But
Rip it up.
Stone wall.
Rip it up.
Rip it up.
Editing Greg, we pause here for a moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think half of this recording block is me editing out the pauses for text stuff.
Do we need to flip the index card over for titles?
Oh, because it's a 2-part episode, it's going to be like this part 1,
Oh.
and then 38 will be this part 2, basically. That's what we'll be doing.
I mean, can we at least write titles down so we don't lose, like, any gems?
Sure.
Just for our own.
And what we can do is, if there's something that happens in this session that we decide for both parts, we could do that too.
Titles for
That's
consideration.
what you guys are looking at.
Oh, that's cool.
And did you want to
Creepy.
also know that it's
Oh,
literally
God.
called the Stone Forest, and this one's in Madagascar.
That's cool, actually.
There's
Creepy.
not any rovers here, right?
So
Come on,
anyway,
man. Come on, man. Not this again.
No more tentacles.
So,
We're not
As
in a
you-
cave this time. Come on.
approach following this road, you come to realize that at its base there's a structure. And Amaryllis, Renfus, and Crissy, I want you guys to go ahead and make a quick insight or
History? History check?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
history.
gonna say
Roll
history or
19,
investigation.
and then do I even have to add one?
Which one do
Okay.
I want?
I'm like, do I even have to add?
Oh, that's,
So it's
plus,
like wisdom, right?
I'm at
Yeah.
plus 8 on that now? Nice. 19.
So that would be 22 together.
Okay. Was
19.
this history?
Yes.
22.
Yeah.
Oh, we're twinsies.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So, coming into view, and so you also kind of realize that this is a structure of significant architectural marvel, really. While built out of the stone, similar to what you would find in, say, like the Dwarven city you guys once went to, where everything was literally crafted from the very mountain itself. This is the same, but it carries a finesse to it, a symmetry of lattice work, of fine detailing that you would find in, say, like an elven society. Things that are painstakingly done through millennia. But it's unfamiliar to you as to any elf that would build their things out of the pure rock face.
Right.
Alright, I kick it down.
No!
No! Fuck!
No!
It goes down
Is
like
it the
dominoes.
Millennium
Like
Falcon?
dominoes.
It is the Millennium Falcon.
Alright, I should be mad at that, but that was impressive.
So now,
Whoop.
That's all good. You good? Yeah, we're still in dreams. We're gonna go.
at the door of this grand structure.
I'm gonna put it to normal light now.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
You can go, Brad.
Go ahead, we're back.
So, now at the foot of this grand structure, you
That's
look around and you don't see anyone. However, you're taken in by the sound of joyous music, the smell of freshly roasted meat, and
Oh, soon. Soon
you
it's
can
about to.
definitely tell
Soon
that
it's about
there
to cry
is
with happiness.
some sort of celebration or
Get together going on.
get together, what have you, coming on from the inside.
Right.
This is probably going to sound odd. Ah! Welcome, travelers! Man's voice you hear coming from inside. Dear sisters, we have visitors. And from within, 4 elders, 2 petite females with white blonde hair
Okay.
adorned with flowers and simple pins. One is very petite with pink eyes and is a bit fuller than her other counterpart.
Inner companion.
The other one has lilac eyes. 2 men also appear in the hallway. They both have long gray hair, pulled back and braided, adorned with copper ring. It shimmers ever so slightly from their shoulder. Both of the men have dark red eyes, and all 4 have varying shades of gray skin.
I attack him immediately.
No!
What are you?
I just
I was like, what?
These are unlike drow or
I see.
I've seen,
I see red eyes. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
but anybody who's ever run into a textbook of the Underdark, definitely be you. You know right
Definitely
away
be you.
that these are drow, and you know that drow are bloodthirsty killers hell bent on raising the Spider Queen.
Or at least what I read.
Loth.
Or at least what I read.
Yeah.
To raise
They
their
are
Spider
evil,
Queen
pure and
Loth.
simple.
Lol.
And I also, really quick,
Lol.
because it's something that I don't know what it looked like before, but this is the female's attire.
Oh. Okay.
Female's attire currently.
Okay.
It's like a hanbok.
Yeah, kind
Hamburger?
of.
I like my
Korean
hamburger.
attire.
And then
That's South Korea.
this is the male's version. This is what the men are wearing.
Oh, that's
Okay.
okay.
And they're called a Pinochle and a Hanfu.
Pinaka.
Well, they're all Asian. They're Korean.
Hanfu, you said?
Hanfu.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, we stepped into the K-drama. Oh no.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck. Shit's about to get weird. Where's the wire harnesses?
What does that mean?
Because for fucking wire combat, like wire harness combat. Listen,
Yes.
Yeah.
In a K-drama?
I was looking over there. I was like,
Dude,
what's that
why
green
not?
thing?
It'd be more like a C drama.
Not a K-drama.
I feel like it transcends
like,
various
why is
Asian
there an
dramas. That it's not
untainted
just.
thing
Well,
but then I
it's-
realized
I see
it
that more
was-
going on
Come
in
on, hand me
C-drama.
a minute.
I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
You Untamed.
Where's Jimin at?
Which one?
oh man.
What? Jiminy what?
Jimmy.
Oh,
Jesus.
the BTS boy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh.
I heard him like, oh, someone.
I thought he said Jiminy for a second. I was like,
Where's
is this a
Jiminy?
joke?
I thought.
Yeah, you know, Jiminy from BTS, you know.
With these
No,
graceful
Jiminy Cricket,
elves
you
emerging, all in attire you've never seen before.
Right.
What are your actions?
Before anyone said I step up forward, oh my god, greetings. Where have we found ourselves? We've been traveling for a very long time.
Travelers, yes. Come. Please, allow us to assist you. We have fresh meat, dancing art. Oh, it's fantastic. Please join us, won't you?
You're awfully welcoming to those you don't even know.
But of course we are. Our Lady permits us all to welcome travelers and be guides. Welcome, feed you.
Your lady who? Who is the master of this house?
1,000 pardons. And they all bow. I'll line up. Our Lady Astray.
Do I
Lady
know that?
who?
Do I know that name?
Making religion check.
Oh, it's religion?
Ren's not gonna know, so I ain't gonna roll for it. Oh! Ooh! I know you're good on them
I'm
religion.
proficient in that.
Yeah, you are.
21.
Hell yeah, boy! That's that shit.
This is the session where I slightly know
Mine's
things.
12.
12. Okay.
Well, thanks, Brad.
An 8 hot boy Bahamut over here.
Exactly.
Damn it.
I don't need to know other gods.
Exactly.
Wow.
All I know is your god sucks
Thou
compared to
shalt not
mine.
put any other.
Oh, what?
Thou shalt not put any other body pillows before me.
Never.
Do not show Greg, but read that.
Again, he
and then
deserves
you
to
will
be
know.
seen.
He does. Shop.
So please.
Reset.
Visitors, it's getting late, and we are currently in our evening festivities. Fresh meats and vegetables are provided aplenty. Rooms, if you have so desired to move on. We will also be guides for you through the stone forest.
So
Who
as
is this goddess?
I'm gonna roll a stealth check, because what I want to do is stealthily wrap the copper wire around my thumb, because I usually have my copper wire like on my back, right? Just kind of like, oh yeah, no, glad to be back. Slowly wrapping that copper wire, and I want to stealthily send a message to Crissy.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a sleight of hand, or yeah, it'll be sleight of hand check. Holy fucking shit. That's a 30. Yeah?
Wow.
And I'm going to text you my message.
Oh.
I just
I
want
get text messages.
to. Ew. Watch this be the one time it doesn't show up.
Yeah, because sometimes they're
Sometimes my messages don't show up to
Why don't you
Crissy.
just message her on Facebook?
Oh, you know what? I'll do that. That's
You
perfect.
got iPhone? That's probably why.
No.
It's got Android.
It's got Android.
Well, then I
Dude, I jumped off the iPhone train. Like,
May has the
decades ago.
iPhone.
May's the one
Yes.
with the.
May went back to iPhone because she has cute designs.
Yeah.
And that's the only
She wants them
reason.
cases, bro.
I'm gonna pick up the Google phone.
The Google.
Oh, ooh, yeah. I hear good things about it. I hear it's a really, really good phone.
The Google Pixel
There we go, that one.
Pro.
Yeah.
Probably.
My friend Romana had one of those, I think, for work. She liked that phone.
So Amaryllis, I'll relay this question to you since you're the only one that currently knows the rest of the party. So I'll leave it to you to either inform or address the party with
Alright.
concern or admiration for these people.
Love the look you're giving.
Alright, message has been sent on Facebook. Hopefully.
I think for now, just the fact that I'm not, like, getting tense or defensive probably is a good sign. Because otherwise I probably would have stopped and went,
That is very interesting for what I just sent, Crissy. That is very interesting. And when you reply, it's usually just to the person that sent the message to. So if you say anything back, you can.
Yeah.
All right.
What is the party doing?
Cool. Ren just kind of steps forward. Is like, well, let's just see what's going on here. I mean, at least find out about this stone forest. We haven't seen anything in a while. Any form of structure or anything.
I have questions about your lady.
But of course. What questions?
I wish to hear about her. What is your word?
Well, it is cold outside, but if you so desire, we will definitely answer your questions here, or perhaps over wine and meat.
She's one of the good ones, if that helps.
Wine and meat it is.
What?
All of Amaryllis is, she's one of the good ones. Wine and meat it is! Okay. Wine and meat it is. Alright.
I'm assuming here? Or
Yeah, where
are
are we?
We're going to be in the courtyard.
Courtyard!
here?
Yeah, this is the only...
Hello.
We got invited to a drow house party is what happened. I'm gonna kill myself at this point, but a drow's party if you will.
Dancing
You're not
away.
gonna do anything like that, but yes, here we are.
And I'm going to use this guy too, and I'll show you why in a second.
Right.
Is it because of the hair?
Yeah.
Fair.
And soon as she's like,
The dancer's attire is more or less this.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So they're
And-
weebs?
They all look so pretty.
They're all weebs.
They all look
The
pretty.
gentleman,
Oh,
I don't
no.
trust them, they're weebs.
while dressed completely different,
No, they look pretty.
they are no less inviting as you guys
Right.
walk the halls down to the main center. But occasionally you do run across other drow dressed in this attire.
Oh.
Now, the ones dressed with this attire,
They look like guards.
yeah.
Yeah.
they do carry swords on them.
Oh.
I mean,
But they are inviting nonetheless.
They're kind of out in
Greeting you
the-
with an
Right.
open hello and
they're kind of
subtle
out in a
bow.
strange
Okay.
place. Like, you know.
We stepped into a portal.
How long have you been here?
People have been here for many generations. Long built was this place.
That was not as informative as I was hoping.
Well, if you prefer, I myself have been here for 497 years. My colleagues have been here for about 503 to 572. I believe his birthday just passed. Hello, my name is Nazim, and I've been here for 317.
Rookie.
Wow.
Amazing.
Those rookie numbers.
Them's rookie numbers there.
Ren, is that something you get to look forward to?
I'm sorry, why
I
are
don't
you
What's your
so
lifespan?
inviting
Is it
to strangers?
180 to 200.
Our Lady
damn, I'm sorry.
insists we not only
Yeah.
help those in need,
That's all good.
but also guide travelers to their destinations, to offer succor, to offer food, aid.
Who is this Astro? What?
Elestray, she is the silver-haired goddess of all that is good and just.
Silverhead goddess.
Ah, yes.
And
And as
she
you
al-
make your way into the courtyard itself, there is a large statue of said goddess.
Right.
Is she elfin?
She's elven in nature.
What does that mean?
Means like she has elven features, basically.
She's elven in the
it's
streets, drowning the
It's
sheets.
about like a 15-foot tall statue that is in
It's very pretty.
ebony stone.
No, but I mean, I was asking the dude, is she elven?
She is of the drow. Please, since you didn't attempt to strike us down as soon as we exited, I appreciate that. And while our people are violent at nature, Our Lady despises this. And while some of us, as you undoubtedly witnessed, do carry weapons, it is only for protection. For Our Lady will beget violence with violence, but we never torture, nor will we use the blade before our words.
I
And
don't.
this is the statue.
Oh, that's actually that's a fucking cool statue. That's pretty fucking cool, actually. Hell
really
yeah.
pretty.
That's really cool.
I
Yeah.
do not believe people, well, any kind, are inherently violent. It's purely a choice.
We believe you this. We of the Drow, under the Spider Queen, are, in fact, inherently bred for violence, with a thirst for blood. But those of us, of our people, never saw this as a way to live, and thus broke free, following astray.
So then, you would prove my point. If you can break free and make a choice, you are not inherently evil. Evil would be that you do not make that choice and you simply are that.
But most people won't stop to listen. They just assume.
That one speaks the truth.
Oof.
But you yourself said that your kind is like that. Not that
From-
no others will not listen.
From mere birth, one would say it is inherent. Young ones killing other young ones simply for toys, trinkets, or treats. Not because they are taught, but because it runs in our blood.
Like tieflings.
I mean, they
They're
can be bastards sometimes, but
Yeah, remember Typhon?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, they're seen mostly as demons. If the demonic part of their family is stronger, it doesn't matter what character they are. You see a tiefling, your instinct could first be just, they're evil. They look like a devil.
truly my
Are we
perspective is skewed on this.
Tieflings, by any chance?
I'm
Does
sorry?
anyone of our party here today adhere to the idea of tieflings?
I've known a
Player to
tiefling.
DM. Abhor, or what's the word?
Abhorrent is like you,
Like you detest
distaste
them,
Oh,
it.
okay.
You
Oh, no.
were basically
Like, I
shoot
thought
on
that's what
sight.
was said, but I was...
No.
Okay.
No, not in the least. No.
I mean, have you seen who is in present company? I do not think that any of us judge by the looks of someone. More the content of the character.
As you should. While your vestige is that of humankind, I can also tell that your appearance has been altered in some means. Perhaps by magic or perhaps another means, but we will never judge. Instead, we'll help. Now, please, friends, eat, dance.
I was
And
changed
be
by
merry.
curse.
She's like, to be specific.
Have you need of our clerics or aid?
I am a cleric.
It's just not. Oh.
And to what god do we hate?
I'm Ron. I know more than you.
Wow.
I don't know. I know more than you.
I know more than you.
Cosplayers when they enter Michael's or Joanne's. What are you working on? Don't talk to me. I know more than you do.
I know more than you.
I'm gonna do another stealth with the copper. Just.
Well, he
to-
just asked what god do you hail to?
Bahamut.
Ooh.
My, such prestige, and you, too, Lady of the Cloth,
Mishiko.
of knowledge, of warming, of mothership. In great company, our Lord has bestowed upon us this day.
I don't mean to be rude, but
Too late.
can you act a bit... You're a bit cultish and it's kind of unnerving.
Oh boy.
Ren.
Yes, sorry, he's an elder acolyte. It gets like that sometimes. Hi.
Acolyte,
I can
my background.
understand a bit of loving your good, but it's a bit much for people who barely
a bit
know you.
Zealousy, a bit standoffish.
It sounds like they've had this
Do
conversation.
you mean? For our Lord has gifted thus such benevolent gathering. Yes.
Do you do know that a simple conversation will garner more people to listen than overzealousness?
I've tried to tell him for over 100 years now. You got it once.
Perhaps his goodness can lead him to better conversation.
Oh, I must pray on this. No, you.
It's like the difference between the super Bible thumper pastor and the like cool youth pastor that's like, no, we need to like chill the fuck out. These are kids. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe I
The
get.
difference between speaking slang and speaking in tongues.
Yeah. Yup. Absolutely.
Just to be 100% certain, not that you would 100% tell me the truth, but neither of this food or drink happens to be poisoned or under any spells.
Of course not. In fact, Shipay.
Are you insight checking this too? I want to insight check this. Oh yeah,
Can I tell you why I have an 18?
What'd you get?
Insight check 25, baby.
So, in a moment, you all kind of wait, and you hear doors creak open, and out comes a very blue-toned individual. He's got his hair in like a bandana sort of deal.
Right.
Tiefling?
Stained white apron. Yeah, he's a full-blown tiefling.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
boys.
What is it? Did somebody not appreciate the meal? Does it need to be cooked more?
No, I simply asked if you poisoned your meal.
Hello, we have visitors.
Hello.
Just totally talking over what you asked.
Just making sure.
Do me a
everything's-
favor. And I grab a piece of the food.
Is it rancid? And he quickly
Is it
chomps on it
rancid?
and he's like tasting it. Oh, I knew I left it just a little too long. I sincerely apologize. I'm making some more right now
Oh, no.
in case we get some more guests. I'll take it off right now. It should be a little rare.
This is restaurants. Wait.
No,
Off.
that's not what I meant. I just meant for you to taste it before I did.
Oh, weary travelers.
He's been here before. He's had to play. Him and that other drow woman have had to play damage control for that fucking, whatever the word for like high.
The zealot.
Yeah, the zealot. Yeah.
I would say acolyte, but that's my
Acolyte.
background.
Very sorry. I'm going to get a little closer, and it's kind of like, like that kind of like smelling a nice candle at a restaurant. Yeah, he does that, but like on your shoulder. You have a furry companion, Kanan. A direwolf. You have a direwolf outside.
Yes.
Hard cut to him looking at Suna looking out of the pond.
Oh, I didn't realize it was.
I mean, to be fair, I went over this way, so he's.
Yeah, to be fair, he's like, oh.
Here, I'm talking about the tiefling.
There you go. That's the team. Okay. I love that.
I will bring some raw meat for your beloved companion. It's a companion.
That would be
Direwolves
much
can be
appreciated. About how much would it be?
Well, I was thinking about 4 or 5 pounds of beef.
No, I meant how much gold.
We don't.
Cost? Well, Australia would never let us. We've got this. No, please. We get supplies in, to
Right.
help from temples all around. We do charity work, and our members and guides do charge a bit of a fee depending on where they go. But we would never, ever, ever ask or receive coin for any services. So please, eat, drink, draw, sing along if you would. Our Lady loves art and
Alright.
dance.
Hey, there you go.
Let's say he follows.
I'm assuming he's got one
I'm sure
his
by
loot
now, like, the party is
on
kind
his
of
back.
witnessed Suya with an enormous plate of meat.
Yeah, no, yeah. Suya's already chowing down and drinking up.
So are you opposed to people just living here for free then?
Living here would come with a very simple cost, and that is you dedicate your life to the services of Stray. While you may not be one of the cloth, we do recommend that you just follow all of her guidelines. So, never ever shall violence be the first answer. Those of you in need,
I can't join. I can't join.
You were speaking to the wrong person.
I was
Sorry, I was looking for
Laugh
something.
in
What
your
was that?
face.
What was
Violence
that?
should not
Nah.
be the first thing you resort to,
Oh,
and they're just
boy.
like, nope, not us.
Oh boy.
Not us.
You are speaking to the wrong person, please.
Been through quite a few battles, I imagine.
Of course. Yeah, it's been.
1 week.
It's been a long journey here.
Have milk for her.
Of course we have milk, yes, of course. Chilled or warm?
Either.
Fantastic.
I say it's
No,
getting
it's a
colder.
bit of a
Give
cold
her hot
night.
chocolate.
Very good.
Amarillo is like, oh, it's a special night.
Yes.
That kind of
Homebrewers have a bit of a unique take on it. You see, they've formed bits of round, soft sugar bits that also are placed in the cocoa. It makes it rather sweet, takes away the bitterness. Would you like these?
Amarillo is like, yes, please. Metal Gear Solid. Boom! Yeah.
I need cheese as well.
Eyes wide.
I have a variety of cheese.
What are your cheese?
There's actually like behind you or like off to the side of it. There's like a buffet table that
Oh,
has
Oh no, what have you done?
meat, cheese, vegetables, fruit.
I would
Go,
assume
Amarillo.
since they're.
There's 3 different.
I'm assuming because they're
Suna
they're
just burns
drow
it.
that there is like some form
Yeah,
of
they brought him
like
food.
elven bread that they've got as
Oh
well.
yeah, there's like.
Oh,
You know, you
he's
go to like a steakhouse and they have those delicious like bun
he's
breads.
made like the biggest.
Stop, I already ate food.
He made the biggest fucking meat and cheese elven bread sandwich Ren has. And he's like that and like a cup of meat and it's just like, oh, this is wonderful.
Even then,
Make like a
Crissy
tiny
sits,
little
but she's
cheese
not
wheel.
eating anything that's prepared. It's just maybe a few grapes, a fruit, and then just plain water.
That's
And
fine.
she's watching everyone
Right.
very closely.
Wait, what? What's going on?
She's just watching everyone closely. Which is fair.
She is, or
Me.
okay.
Won't you have a bite with us?
I'm eating grapes.
That doesn't sound so great.
You can have a piece of cheese.
Cheese, meat.
I'm okay.
You get
But
any
it's
strength.
cheese.
As you did to know that little.
More for you.
That's fair. More for you then. Ren just
I
enjoys
would
food.
prefer to keep on my guard.
The dancer
In case they drug you or something.
stops and
Jesus
another
Christ.
takes up her place. Actually, several are now dancing around.
Right.
You guys enjoy your meal. So, it's been a few days since our last travelers.
Since you looked at me.
It's been.
Good to know I wasn't the only one thinking that.
She's gonna sit down, not next to anyone particular, but close
This is
enough
close
to
enough, yeah.
give it an earshot.
Who are
So
you
where are we
this?
traveling today?
Oh, we're heading
To the eastern
east.
swamp.
Yeah.
Hey, what have before?
Slay the dragon.
We're up front with it, yeah. Slaying dragon.
May a strange blessing guide her.
I have Bahamut's blessing.
Oh my god.
She's like trying to do a dick measuring contest with Bahamut compared to this other one. It's
Does
so
your god
like-
give you a body pillow? Mine does.
Eat shit, you fucking drow. Mine gives me body pillows. Jeez.
Does your god give you body pillows? There's a title.
I would be more appreciative of useful information, not blessings.
What information can we possibly gather for you?
What? Where is the eastern swamp exactly? Is it just beyond here? How far is it? What can I expect going through there?
After the stone forest, which is quite vast in itself.
Can I go over it? Do wyverns reside there?
All manner of beasts reside in these woods.
Oh, that is not helpful.
I believe wyverns are the least of your concerns.
What's the best of my concerns?
Or the least, rather.
Well,
The wyverns are the least.
Well,
have been unfortunate circumstances with a roaming pack of cave trolls.
okay, and if I'm in the air, that doesn't affect me.
The air again. Oh, I'm so sorry. And she drinks a bit of water.
She's a little lightheaded.
Well, she's been dancing for God knows how long.
yeah.
The air should be fine. Should have no problems.
Thank you.
So we could just fly over the...
I mean, if it's that
How many
long,
days of flight?
I have a hippogriff.
Really?
She does.
I've only seen them in books, picture books. Just an old creature. Man, is it outside?
She can summon it at any time. She doesn't have it.
Where? It's amazing.
Come with me then. I'll show you outside.
Yes, of course. She gets up as if she's got like a runner's high.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I take her outside, and I summon the hippogriff.
Oh boy.
Outside. Oh, well, they're not really outside.
Well, this
Well,
is
just right here on the outside.
Yeah, I
We'll
was
call
gonna say,
this
just
the
set something
outside.
down.
Yeah, yeah.
There we are.
I
We
grab
get the
her
point.
and I throw her on top of it.
Wait, hold on. Woo!
I have it go up in the air.
It's like a kid on a roller coaster. At first she's screaming her head off in fear, and then she's laughing her ass off in excitement and jubilation. And a couple of other people come outside and they're just clapping and cheering. Like, this is probably the most excitement they've seen in a long time.
I'll have it come down. It comes down.
Would anyone else like a ride on the hippogriff?
Turned into a pony.
Would
right?
anybody else like a ride before it dissipates?
You have
A
most of the
line.
temple outside, including the cook.
Okay, 4 at a time, go on.
While that's happening,
Oh boy.
Right.
Uh-oh. Meanwhile.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Meanwhile, the food is
one
poisoned.
of the other disciples that has been carrying the sword comes up and makes himself a quick plate of food and pours him a little bit of mead. He sits down on the opposite side of the studio, cracks his neck. So, off to fight the dragon, huh?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. sounds
Care to help?
exciting. I wish I could. Actually, I just might. No.
If that kind
You could always take my sword, though. Just like offers you his sword off his belt.
I got that cover. Thank you, though.
Of course. That is back on.
So, how are you going to keep this place safe if you don't have a sword unless you go up this?
Oh wait, no, you're there too.
Yeah, no. None
We're
of
all here.
Only me, I'm gone.
Yeah, we're all here.
The rest of us are in the courtyard.
We're eating.
Right,
We're
yeah.
being merry.
Well, this is my sword. We have many others like it,
That's
but
fine.
this one is mine.
No, that's fair. Okay. You said you're thin. Like, is everything okay?
Numbers.
Well, being a drow sanctuary next to the stone forest, we get our fair share of travelers. When they do come in, sometimes they don't take to our priests ever so kindly, so
Right.
those of us who attempt to quell their anxieties and anger at first, if that fails and they resort to violence, then we must end them swiftly so that our people are safe.
Right.
And them slowly. Savor.
Never.
It's interesting. It's just until this moment, I've only met one drow, and it was not the nicest of people I met.
Spider queens.
Yeah.
People are unfortunately bloodthirsty. You were in the Underdark?
I wasn't in the Underdark. No, someone who's
On the surface.
seemingly.
In a way.
Do explain. I'm curious.
Cave.
It's
I don't know, we felt pretty long way. That's not the Underdark.
it was in a dwarven cabin a long while back. It was thrown off of the edge of a tower and a bridge and woke up in the middle of an expanse of nothingness, and there was a drow woman there.
How bizarre. Possibly she fell herself.
She seems to let on that there's more power to her than that. It It's weird and complicated, and I still don't fully understand it, and it's a lot of dreams and visions, if that makes sense. Who knows if she's actually in the Underdark and just fucking with people, but...
So what was this lady like? Was she warm in some way? How was she there in a cave? Perhaps her people abandoned her. Perhaps she was a... She could have been one of us.
She definitely is not like one of you. She is... What's the nice way to say it? A wonderful warper of sound mind.
You go on.
Sometimes you feel like you're acting on her accord and not your own.
Manipulator.
Yes, very much so. Very focused on her own intentions. Promising things that should not. Promising things. And he kind of like holds that back and just goes, just promising things.
Promising things of...
Things and stuff.
Things.
Uh-huh.
You know, yeah, he's good. No, just things that shouldn't be. Things that aren't possible without breaking the world.
Has Ren ever told us what that draw looked like?
I was gonna say that, like, doesn't the draw look like a statue?
There is a.
Because she had white hair.
While Ren himself has not described her, there is a full. I mean, yes, of course, the joke was, he wrote, she's nude, but there was a full description of what she looked like. So,
No, I mean, do we know what she...
Did you
ever
us
tell
what she
us
looked
what...
what I'm saying is, while he himself didn't speak it, when you guys looked in the journal, you read the full description of what she looks like. Because he's shown, because there have been times...
You only wrote certain things down and you told us, but we didn't read your whole journal. You wrote like a paragraph telling us because you weren't supposed to say it out loud, so you wrote
what she
you're
wanted
like,
you to
here,
do.
look at this,
Right.
and like
Yeah.
made it kind of accent, but we just kind of skimmed over
I
it.
thought I did.
Or maybe you just assumed we would read the whole thing.
Maybe I did, yeah.
But I don't remember.
But there's a part at some point in his journal that he has written the full description of what she looks like.
Maybe it's maybe.
I mean, Chrissy's seen her, so like...
Yeah.
I didn't.
Whoa, oh.
I thought you did.
you did
I thought
too.
you also...
I know.
When they fell together, Crissy didn't see any visage. It was pure darkness.
Okay.
It was a
And
voice.
It was just a voice and nothingness.
Okay.
It was her voice.
So you have the visual, she had the sound.
Okay.
Who has the taste?
Unfortunately,
If
also...
one
Unfortunately,
of
also...
us dreams about her, maybe we'll find out.
Unfortunately, also Ren has the test. Unfortunately.
Gee, Ren, why do you get 2 of the 5 senses?
I'm horny.
Yeah, I only heard her, and it was just kind of like dark around me.
There's so much that goes into each session. I could have sworn that I had said that was there at some point. I'll say, for the sake of brevity, and for the sake of making it clear, that it was amongst that paragraph, the description.
I'll say that we don't know, but the guy right now just asked what she looked like, so you can tell him, and then they'll know.
No, yeah.
I would also
So-
probably assume just because you didn't have like a visceral reaction to the statue, because then you would
No, yeah.
you probably would have been like,
I
what's she doing
I
here?
would have frozen in my tracks.
Well, I mean,
And also, it's not kind of like a formless, like, looking individual, yeah.
that's her.
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah.
See?
Oh. Well then.
I mean, the one that I drew had long
Silver
white hair, but she
Long
had...
silver hair,
I don't know
dark
what she's
skin,
actually supposed to
black
look.
Yeah.
She didn't have a sword, but
I was gonna say, but that could also be just characteristic to whatever race it is.
I'm about to
too.
say, yeah, because a
'Cause
lot of these drow
When you
look
picture
similar.
elves, they look pretty similar to each
Yeah,
other
but-
too.
I mean, like, is it supposed
but I
to
just
look
confirmed
exactly
that's
like this
her.
lady?
yeah.
Well, no, I'm just
Okay.
for why
So,
Ren didn't
just the way he
react or
says,
anything.
it's supposed to look exactly like the draw you saw.
Okay.
The huge different characteristic too is that while you've never actually really seen a whole lot of drow themselves.
Did you
You
say your
knew of
name
them.
was Alistair?
Mhm,
But
yeah.
when you look at this statue, and you've been kind of looking at it periodically.
Right, yeah.
No.
No.
The other girls around you have almost a blonde tint, like a platinum blonde, black and blonde.
Right.
Bits of white and blonde. There's just, it's never a 99.6
Never like a.
pure platinum silver
Yeah.
hair like this
Right.
statue or the drow that's been in your room.
Right.
Just say it looks like her.
Yeah.
So that's what the statue looks like. It's just like
Right.
But yellow eyes. I guess,
Looks
right?
and.
Maybe.
What was that?
What color eyes did she have? It was yellow, right?
I think that's in my other notebook.
What did I draw her with? Let me see what I drew.
Yeah,
her with.
you say the image would have that.
You only told me to grab the brown.
I didn't know I'd have to dig into my notes from like episode 10.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I'll say Crissy drew her.
Yeah, her eyes are yellow.
Her eyes are yellow. Okay.
So what about this statue?
What are the colors of the
Are there
eyes of the
colors?
statue?
Is there color to
The
it?
color pigment to the eyes.
Oh,
Well,
mostly
it's a
brown.
statue. I don't. Is it painted, or is it just like light stone and dark stone?
It's pure. It's like black ebony.
Okay.
And then his hair is literal silver.
But there's no
So
color.
there's color
no,
differentiation.
there's no color in the eyes. Then it's just the black statue with the silver hair.
Or like jewels representing the eyes, or anything?
So like a moon blue.
Moon. Oh, so hers are moon blue,
So the statue is different?
Right now.
but they're not the same eye color. Is what I'm saying.
I'm not checking right now.
Okay.
I was not expecting to go through eye color.
This session brought to you
I
by
think it
fan art.
changes because a lot of the art, it's just like it goes through different colors.
But she stayed consistently gold, at least in his visions, from what I remember. The drow that's been visiting her.
No, I mean from the art to art,
Oh,
the
art to
eye
art,
color
okay.
changes.
Yeah.
Some is blue, some it's yellow, some it's brown, some it's red.
Yeah, it says
could just
there's
be artist
It's a
interpretation.
shifting hint of,
Okay.
of anywhere from like really light blue to like other colors like gold and yellow.
But the statue has more of a blue, and the drow that I've seen is, at least the times I've seen her, have been more gold.
To keep things flush, I'm gonna say that the picture that she has is yellow, so it's gonna be that yellowish tone.
For the drow that's in my dreams.
And
They-
the statue.
They both have
They
it.
both have it. Well,
Looks very And when he sees the eye color, he steps up and goes, I have to go. I have to step up. I have to step away.
Oh, alright. The loo is down the hall to the right, and you make another right.
And he's just going out the front door.
And Crissy is giving hippogriffs rides like kids of theme park.
He
Emerald or Redfist just comes outside.
and he is very pale. And, well, he's got a slight,
Yeah, he's
slight
kind of tan.
a little more tan compared, but he's.
paler than normal.
And yes, what's got you in a tizzy?
We need to leave now.
Why is that?
The statue is the drow.
What are you talking about?
That's the exact drow.
Suya and I
The
are
goddess
still in there.
Alistair
Yes,
is the drow.
yes. Same look, same skin color, same hair, same eyes, same stature, same everything.
Many of these drows have the same hair and skin color. Oh, can you be 100% certain?
I know that look, and I know that form, and I know those.
I know that
There's no mistaking that.
I know those boobs.
Are Suya and I still in the...
Yeah.
Stick your dick in
Oh
crazy.
boy.
Well, we can't go anywhere until the daytime. Going through the stone forest would be suicide at night.
Yeah.
What do we do? Should we go after them?
She's talking to you.
I'm just.
Amaryllis is talking to you,
Oh,
though.
I know. I'm just eating.
It's a prevent.
You could go to them if you like. I feel like Grandfist knows something, and we're about to find out soon enough.
Don't you want to find out too?
I'm gonna keep an eye out on this area, so.
I'll tell you what. We'll stay here for tonight and leave first light. We don't have much of a choice.
I'm sure they'll be back.
I'm sure they'll be back.
The next day passes,
Never
they never
return.
came back.
Yeah,
I'll keep watch.
that sounds great.
For tonight, we should all sleep in the same room now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perhaps the people don't know anything about this. I'll find out, though.
I would like to think that maybe this individual that's been haunting me has taken this form. Someone who's supposed to seem trusting. Maybe they're different people.
But why you? You would know nothing about drow lore.
You know nothing, Johnson.
Because I was vulnerable, easy to get to.
Any other form, other than a drow.
Because I think going to other drow, they would know better. If this is the case.
Perhaps. Either way, she's not to be trusted.
I know I felt uncomfortable when we stepped in. I didn't notice it at first as we looked at the statue, and as I looked more, it hit like a ton of bricks.
Well, Hippogriff ride stopped.
This ride is closed.
Good, that was the last one. It was the tiefling.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh yeah.
Whoa, shit.
Good thing you
That
landed.
was awesome.
That's a lot of
You guys get to
fun.
do this all the time.
Yeah, we do.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
It's usually
It's usually for us to
through
get
the thick of
away.
things.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing isn't the hippogriff itself, it's more of the hippogriff as a last resort. When things get very
I would
dangerous and
ride
dire.
that battle every day. Frying pan in hand.
Yeah. You legend. You absolute legend.
Now I need to make fine art of the tiefling on a hippogriff.
What the frying pan? It's just to victory!
You crazy son of a bitch, you did it.
You did it, you crazy son of a bitch.
You crazy son of a bitch, I'm in.
I'm in.
Well, I think we're all very tired. Is there room for us to retire for the night?
The young lady who was originally talking to us. Ah, that was exhilarating. They're looking for a room. Oh, rooms, yes, of course.
Yes.
So, whenever you're ready, please. No rush, please. Wander the grounds if you wish. But when we enter inside, the rooms will be to the left. And just up the stairs.
So room 2.
It's,
She showed us
They're not
there.
you.
She showed us there.
I know. I would say when they enter in,
Did we stay in one room?
I tell the two of you.
Oh, hello.
Damn. I tell the two of you, hey, we're getting a room. We need to check out the room. And then in Elven goes, we need to talk.
With whispered words and a warm hearth room and full bellies.
Hers isn't so
I said mine's not so full.
You wake upon the
Oh
dawn.
no, I gotta tell them. I gotta tell them.
I mean, you could just say you explain.
I would say I pull them into the room and I immediately go, so that statue is the exact drow that's been haunting my dreams.
Should have let me swim. In the beginning, told you.
Hmm?
Should have let me swim in the beginning, told you.
What if they don't know?
This is something that Crissy brought up a good point here. she was like, well, why would you be the target of this? Why not another drow? And I have nothing to substantiate that this is the case, but what if the drow that's after me took on this form and didn't go to another drow because another drow would see right through it? Maybe they don't know. Maybe this is all just a giant fucking ruse. But I watch their body language, I watch the way that they talk about these individuals, and they speak, at least in their eyes, they speak truth, that this is a kind, benevolent goddess that's of art and dance and everything like that. But
she is, though.
And you're confirming that she is who she says she is.
Who they say she is.
Yeah, who they say she is.
She doesn't like violence.
Is she known as any form of
Well, it makes perfect sense. It makes even perfect sense now. She's making someone else do the violence.
She's a deity of the arts.
She's using Greg as a proxy for violence.
I don't know who this Greg is.
Greg?
Memphis.
You keep calling me Greg. I don't know if I just look like a Greg you met.
It's a Ravenswood
It's a nickname.
slang.
Oh,
That's slang for
That
cousin.
dude's a real Greg.
it's like cousin. It's a slang for cousin. I love it.
Oh.
Right.
She's a deity of arts. Like dance and song.
I think I once had something about a goddess who liked music. I don't know too much about it though.
And
Isn't that the goddess you follow?
I follow an elven goddess, Lyra, elven goddess of joy and art. But
So there's an art connection.
there is an odd connection. But it's just, I mean, I didn't notice it at first, and then what connected was talking to this god about what this person that I've had experiences with, and I looked up at the statue again and caught the yellow eyes, and it all clicked, and that's why I stepped out when I did. There is a possibility that these people don't know. There's a possibility that these people are all in on it. They could be using me. This drow could be using me. Could not be using me. But and here's the thing. Other things that track with this information too. She's never once told me to hurt or harm anybody. It's all just been manipulation to get what she wants, which is that book.
The table is shaking. I was like, what the fuck?
To get what she wants. And there were times I didn't have control of how I could act and move. And yet she has never said anything about any form of violence. I'm just, who knows? Who knows? I just saw that and made that connection, and I was already very uncomfortable walking in here, but I wanted to play the part, if you will, just to make sure. I am very uncomfortable with this right now.
I mean, that is what she stands for, though, that goddess. Whether the drow is taking that form or if it's actually her, that is what she stands for. It's what she's known as.
Is this, you said this is one of the good ones.
As in, she is a good deity.
Right.
She's known as a good
She's not
deity.
a betrayer gold or
This
a
isn't the
Vecna
Spider Queen.
or Spider Queen. Something's not adding up. It's either it's all adding up or something very important's not adding up.
The thing is, though, this could be her, but in history, she is known as a good goddess. Like, she fought against evil beings.
Player to player, what was this goddess's name again?
Illustrate.
Sorry. How would you spell it?
Good.
E.
E.
No, E-I-L-I-S-T-R-A. Raee. I'm probably pronouncing the name wrong.
I mean, there's no pronunciation guide that we can look at.
Illustrate.
Those are
I see that and say illustrate. That's what I see.
Next time I see her, I'm gonna try something. It's only a matter of time, and if this is legitimately her, she might be poking her head in very soon in my dreams.
Well, no time like the present.
Right.
Let's get some shut-eye.
And so finally, the night draws to a close. Full bellies. And I'll close the book on this chapter for tonight.
Wow.
Oh, woo.
So it's over shorter when.